Hi, it's Jerrod Sessler. I wanted to give you a summary of what I've been up to the last 18 months. It was an honor to have your support and to win the last primary election. So while others are all talk, I got to work supporting the Trump-Vance administration, exposing government waste, building real solutions, and fighting to rescue Washington State from tyranny. I released my book, How We Broke America, and it became a bestseller in just 3 weeks. I flew to Panama to film a hard-hitting documentary on the US-built Panama Canal and what's really happening there today. The Panama Canal is and will always be a great American asset. For 10 weeks last summer, I led a complete redesign of FEMA as part of the DOGE project. I exposed shocking inefficiencies across 17 federal agencies and was invited to a congressional hearing on FEMA. I learned enough to be able to save our country billions and to rewrite the Stafford Act to fit what most Americans want from FEMA. We don't want yet another grift machine. We want a solution for emergency situations. I traveled to California and documented the insane removal of 4 perfectly good power generating dams on the Klamath River. Another example of radical environmentalists overriding Congress and common sense. This documentary turned into a series and is the first work of its kind where we expose not just the human cost of these destructive projects, but the pathway they use to accomplish their will. I went to Canada with a film crew and some maple MAGA hats. They are, after all, part of North America. We asked everyday Canadians what they really think about America, President Trump, and potentially becoming the 51st state. Their reactions were entertaining and eye-popping. I didn't know it before the trip, but you can opt to terminate your life in Canada, and there are doctors that will actually assist you. I took trips to the Middle East and to Asia with a handful of other Americans, including Eric Trump, Don Jr., Zach Witkoff at the Token 2049 events as they launched World Liberty Financial and the USD1 stablecoin, putting America first in the crypto space. Back home, I presented directly to members of Congress on the eve of President Trump's signing of the executive order protecting election integrity and demanding accountability from the state executives. I wrote and launched the Congressional Accountability Act so regular citizens finally get a seat at the table instead of just lobbyists. I also introduced the Ethical AI Act to protect Americans as AI begins its journey in and through every aspect of our lives. We will not stop it, but we can ensure that we are protected from its effects. I started 2 movements, one to affirm that life begins at conception, and another to protect our kids from harmful gender ideology. These led to the writing of congressional bills that I will be able to introduce in Congress next cycle. Our team designed and built the Red One app and an interactive precinct mapping system so Republicans can organize faster and stronger than ever before. I was invited to present these software platforms to the RNC in Washington, D.C. I made many trips to Washington, D.C., helped lead the fight to fix Section 230, and signed on to an amicus brief that could finally end big tech censorship of conservatives. The fight for our free speech protections continues. And I never stopped showing up, speaking at dozens of events across Washington State, honoring the life of our dear friend Charlie Kirk, and creating videos, podcasts, and content that cut through the lies that media and my opponents have been feeding my people here in Central Washington. My team and I are building a massive project that will be coming out soon. It is going to define how we rescue Washington State. Most of it is done, but we are not quite ready to make it public, so stay tuned. This is what it looks like to put service back into public service. No more excuses, no more career politicians, just results. I'm Jerrod Sessler, and I'm just getting started for our beautiful state of Washington and for America.